All right, well, we switch gears this morning. The Faculty of Humanities and Education's Department of Literary, Cultural and Communication Studies of the University of the West Indies of St. Augustine hosts its 20th annual Campus Literature Week. Joining us on set to tell us all about it, we have writing residence for 2018, Onya Kempadu, and writer from Dominica, Lisa Latouche. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
So for those of us who may not be too familiar with this particular event, what is the Campus Literature Week all about?
It's the 20th anniversary of not just the Campus Literature Week, but the MFA Creative Writing Program. So it showcases the talent of the students, the MFA students, present and past, and faculty, and really offers a diverse range of readings to the campus community, and it's open to the public as well. So it's been doing this for 20 years too, so it's quite an achievement.
It is. And Ms. Latouche, you're from Dominica.
I am.
And you're here. Is it the first time that you're participating in this event?
It's the first time I am participating, and I would like to say thank you to the UE, St. Augustine campus, for inviting two writers actually from Dominica. That's myself, Lisa Latouche, and Celia Sorrendo. And the UE reached out to us as part of relief efforts for Hurricane Maria. We had a Category 5 storm that really devastated our island back last September. And we reached out to Dominican writers to come over to Literature Week.
All right.
So which is very good.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the entire initiative when you first heard about it? Were you particularly excited?
Of course, I was very excited, as a matter of fact. And, you know, we had to apply. So I was elated when I actually got the message to say, okay, well, I've been accepted to come over to write, because as a matter of fact, right now some parts of our island still is without electricity. Like where I live, we have no electricity. And so writing, or doing any other thing, as a matter of fact, can be very challenging.
Yes.
And so coming here is really awesome.
Great. It's a pleasure to have you here.
You.
Who are some of the other people that we can expect? I understand there's a full breakdown of names for each day.
Yeah.
Who can we expect?
Well, the program is as laid out, really. So today we have Professor Barbara Lala, who was instrumental in establishing the MFA program, reading, Kavita Rajpath, Garvin Parsons, Chanel Cupid, and I think most of those are students, MFA students, and Alaka Pilgrim, who is an independent writer from, I think, Port of Spain. And tomorrow, Angelique Nixon, who is faculty from the IGDS, Anna Levy, Bindu Maharaj, Vanessa Salazar, and Elizabeth Walcott Hackshaw, who's also a faculty in this same department.
Great. Ms. Latouche, you performed actually yesterday.
Yesterday, yes.
How did it go?
It was great. It was great. I actually enjoyed. I'm overjoyed, as a matter of fact, being among all these creative writers. And it was very eye-opening to listen to everybody give their stories, most of it Caribbean stories. And for me, it was a very good experience to let other people know, you know, what we in Dominica can do as well.
Yeah. What did you write about?
Well, my story yesterday was about a lady whose husband was having an affair, and she got pregnant, but she wasn't so sure if the child was her husband's.
Okay.
Because she herself went out to have an affair.
Right.
So it was...
So social issues, you brought to light social issues.
Right.
What is the purpose for your writing? What do you hope people take from your work?
Well, when we look around us, we see a lot of things are happening. So I write too about domestic violence, abuse, and it's not all sad. There are some happy things that happen in our environment as well. So I take everything around me and create stories, just also to bring awareness of certain things that are happening.
Yeah, great. And Ms. Kempadu, could you tell us a little bit more about how this event has grown over the past 20 years? Where are we now as compared to where we were before?
Well, I'm visiting also. It's my first time with the MFA program at UWI. And Dr. Muli Amaye is the coordinator for the program, so she can give full details on that.
Sure.
But I think over the years, I started writing from when I was living in Trinidad. The quality of writing, the number of persons interested in writing, attracted to the program, also encouraged by events like the Bocas Literature Festival, and just more opportunity for Caribbean writers has increased the enrollment for the program.
Okay, great. So you've been getting some positive feedback so far.
It seems so. I'm just finding out more about it myself.
What have you noticed based on the couple of days that have gone by? What have you noticed about the topics that have been selected?
Well, the writers choose what they read. So it's a wide range of topics, a lot of social commentary, but just reflection and psychological, personal commentary. It's so varied, and that's the joy. I think partly what keeps your interest and makes the hour fly is that there's such a range of readers and material that they're reading from, styles, voices. So it's really, I think, a wonderful showcase of the storytelling tradition of Trinidad being translated onto the page by new writers.
Great. And Ms. Latouche, how would you comment on the quality of the pieces that you've seen?
I think they're excellent. What I heard for Campus Literature Week, I think is excellent writing, and I commend the writers for putting out such great work.
And it's all original.
Yeah, original work.
All original and varied topics. You just choose your topics. How can someone be part of this? I'm seeing names like Rhoda Barrett, media people, and a lot of people that we may know. How can one apply to be part of this?
Well, it is open to the public, and the department is organized by various persons each year, reaches out to writers beyond the campus community. So if someone hears of it or knows of it and wants to read, they're open to apply for it as well, but they do reach out.
Yeah, and well, we have an issue in Trinidad and Tobago, probably even throughout the world, because of with the advent of technology. A lot of the times we're not making time to really sit with a book and read, or even a Kindle, even though technology has helped us in terms of the accessibility of reading material. Would you say that that is your observation, that we are a nation, or in general, a society, where we're kind of moving away from really reading? We're caught up doing other things, playing games.
I think in general, yes, like everywhere else in the world.
Yes.
But young people still are reading books, and I'm based in Grenada and co-founded a small library there. And the assumption that especially young people are not interested in books is really turns out not to be true, because they keep joining and seeking books and sharing books with others. And that's what events like this help to do, to celebrate how reading and writing and sharing stories in a very human way gives us something that no other media does. It's a very private journey with a book, very different to a on-screen experience. So I'm hoping, and I think that books are not going to die, and the more people that are interested in writing, there will be more interest in reading, particularly local content, because it's like local content on screen. There's a fascination and a need to see our lives reflected, and that is what writers do, and readers, I think, are interested in reading that. So hopefully, it's just going to develop.
Wow. Is that your experience in Dominica? Have you noticed a lot of young people picking books up and reading?
In Dominica, we find reading has dwindled, but the schools, we're really trying to pick it up again. Me as a parent, I ensure that my children read, and other parents are doing the same. After Hurricane Maria, we saw a huge increase in reading because
That's a good thing.
with no electricity, there was nothing much else to do. We couldn't go online or anything like that. So we
Yes.
saw a lot of people reading, and it really warmed my heart
Yeah.
to see people exchanging books and all that kind of a thing.
They always say there's a little
Yes.
blessing in everything.
Exactly.
There's always a little blessing
Exactly.
there. What are your closing comments? Would you like to say? Today is already Thursday, so we have one day to go, but we still have this to take place today. These
Today
people
at, from 12 to 1, and the same tomorrow from 12 to 1, the lunchtime readings. And then there's a closing gala ceremony where I'll be reading, and there'll be some live other performances, and I'll be talking about the journey of writing.
Journey of Writing.
And I just want to say thank you to UWI for inviting me to this residency. And it's been a really engaging and learning experience for me to engaging with the writers in Trinidad. So thank you to UWI.
Great. Well, it's a pleasure to have you both, and thank you so much for taking the time to come here and chat with us.
Thank
Thanks
you.
to you.